What's the one last thing, and then we wrap it up. What's the one tool I can use, I can immediately implement and increase my brand funnel? I can do more money on my brand funnel. What's the one thing I can do to increase my LTV, increase everything that I do on the brand funnel?
I definitely aim for emails. Yes, like that's the first thing I would do.
But why is that? Because it's easy. It's something you can. It's not easy, but it's quick. It's one of those things. If you have NPS, if you have all of those things, if you integrate new support, you integrate all of that, you do the new shipping, it's a lot of work to change your logistics around, to do all of that. It takes time, right?
So why you think that email is the best tool? If you have to choose one thing from all the elements that we talk about, what will you choose and why for?
Yeah. Sometimes the people that you already have in your brand, the customers that you already have, they like you. They like your brand. They like your product. They just don't remember you exist a lot of times. Right? And email is the thing that we all have, that we all do, that we all open. And if you have good email, I'm not talking sending emails with, here's a big discount. Hey, we have a sale, 40% off, 50% off, another sale, another sale, another sale. That's not what I'm talking about. If people genuinely like your brand, all you have to do is to remind them, hey, we just published a great blog post about how people use our product to get desired outcome, whatever your product, so whatever problem your product solves, right? So as if you send them emails that they care about, they open the emails, they click on the emails, and they buy more, right? So we see across all the brands that we have implemented it, we see that you get about 25 to 30% of revenue from email, which is ridiculous because it's something from email. Think about that. You don't have advertisement costs. It doesn't cost a lot of money to send emails.
You own the customer.
You own the customer. You already paid for them. You already own them.
That is a hard concept because most of Shenzhen sellers on the e-commerce industry are Amazon sellers. And Amazon don't let you own the customer. So that's why the concept itself is not embedded in the core of the industry. That's one of the reasons why it's not common. Right. But that's something that we're trying to overcome and to
implement,
bring to the clients and brands here.
So we have a team in Europe that does it really well. We study the business, study the customer, study the product, and create emails to different people. So if you have male or female, or you have different ages, or probably if you're at like the $2 to $5 million, you have a little bit different avatars. You might have younger ones, older ones, maybe, a different behavior, right? You have some people that already bought from you. You have some people that put your product in their cart but didn't buy. You have some people that subscribe to the newsletter but didn't buy. So you can literally design different emails for different people, speak to them differently with what they need in order to buy. You just help them to make the decision to purchase. And email is the thing that there's a lot of technical setup, so you really need someone that knows what they're doing there. But if you do it right, you get 40% open rates, you get 1 to 3% click-through rates, and every email makes you money. Even if we see this so much, like for one of the brands, we have a podcast, right? So if we send an email, hey, there's a new podcast episode, people get the email, people open the email, people listen to the podcast, but people also go to the page and buy something. Every time. So you just provide value, but you still get your money back, right? So therefore, email is not the most easy one to do, but it's the fastest. So you need the right team, the right people that have experience with it, that can do it, that can implement it, and then you can increase your revenue immediately from not from your top marketing, from your sales funnel, but from your brand funnel. So that's the first kind of experience where you have that from your brand funnel. That's still like on the sales. How do I get people to actually buy it? But what I'm talking about is how do you nurture people after that, the people that you already have, the emails that you already have.
To turn them into loyal customers, to get them engaged to your brand, to remember you, to recommend to another friends, to become part of your community, to share stories, so you share your stories of social media, to your podcast if you have, to your great content if you have, and to turn them a loyal fans from you.
And if you don't have any of that, you can still embed YouTube videos from KOLs that spoke about you on your page.
Yes.
Right? It doesn't even have to be your own curated. You just bring people in to watch beneficial content.
Yes.
Right.
And that's one of the tools that I will consider most efficient to apply and to solve and to measure all these metrics that we talked before, like for example the return rate. How can we avoid return rates with email? Like for example, explaining them how to use the product better, because many times happens that the product is really complex or their manual is written in Chinglish, like with really bad explanations, and people actually the product could be good, but the explanation of how to use the product and how to bring the actual value that the product brings is not well explained, or people don't know how to use it and they're like get frustrated and they return it. Things that can be saved or can be solved by a great email explaining, or a great email sending them to a blog post, sending them to a video, so then they learn how to use the product. That could be one. Sending them to a customer service Q&A, sending my Q&A answers of how to solve the most asked questions for the brand and from users. Here are some questions if you have any problem, or contact our customer service 24/7. You can call us if you need it. So then you connect the dots to how to avoid more returns. Another option, when we talk about shipping, now we cover customer service. Now we cover support. Now we cover shipping, and now I want to talk about the NPS. NPS. How are we gonna do NPS? How we track that the people is actually able to want to share the message, or how is willing to share your brand message with others and to share with the product through email, because those are the people that already have your product, that already got the experience. So it just takes, hey, how are you? Look, we would like to know how was your experience. Can you let us know? So it's a great connector through all these brand funnel elements that we should track, and how immediately can also solve some problems. Or the one that I miss is shipping. How can we solve shipping issues if it takes 8 to 9 days and they're not clear from the expectation? For example, they go to the page, you don't have very clear that it's going to be shipped in 10 days. They buy the products, they expect 2 to 3 days as standard shipping date, but you, on an email flow, on an SMS flow, you constantly remind them, hey, John, hey, Lisa, hi, how are you? I am the CEO of the company, or I'm Teresa from customer service. I'm here to let you know that your product is being shipped now. It's being packed. We're taking care of it. We want to let you know that we're taking care of it. Your order will be shipped soon. An email letting them know, hey, your order is being shipped this time. Hey, your order is on the way. It will arrive in that day. Meanwhile, you can check this content so then you know how to use the product.
Right, you get them excited.
You can get them excited. You give them value, so you get the value that they get faster.
That's what you mentioned, time to value, TTV, right? So it's not just value of the product, but it's like, how can you give them something that they want? Because they buy the product because they want to solve a problem. So how can you give them something in email or the content? The content can already partially solve problems.
The problems, yeah.
You know, so then the time to value is there and people are happy even though they have to wait for the product.
Correct.
Yeah, just throw that in.
So there are many ways that email solve the problem, and I think that is one of the greatest tools to use to solve all these big issues that are already there on a short term. This is a band-aid to solve the biggest problem. Yes. Later we can tackle deeper problems, like how to fix actual shipping, how to get better customer service, how to remove the products that will give you bad word of mouth, and how to get a great customer experience so then people are happy with your brand and are willing to share with others.
Yeah, I agree. Cool.